Hey, I know it's been weird. I've been kind of in the dark and stuff for a minute. I'm still trying to get moved in and situated from the old place to this place, and lots of stuff going on. Finding out, oh wow, I can do things I didn't know I could do. But, you get your power back somehow, right? You get reminded, like, we can all learn, we can all do, we're all very capable. And it's sad because at some point somebody, sometimes there's more than one somebody in our lives, has tried to make us not believe in ourselves, you know? And it's hard because when you see the pattern, you can't really unsee it. And then you're like, dang, another manipulator. But it's almost like I'm on the road of ascending. I'll put it like that for myself. From being down here in the muck with the ex that, more than one ex, but tried to get me to question myself and to not believe in what I believed in, and kind of basically wanted me to give up so I'd stay on their level. And I had to tell myself, no, I deserve way more than this. Even if I have to do this alone, it's easier than doing it with you. And to make the choice is often scary, yes, but that's why it's a blind trust fall. That's why it's a blind leap of faith. It's something that we have to tell ourselves that there's something better on the other side. The other side is the opposite of where you're at, you know? If you're not happy in the situation you're in, you have to work to change that. You have to tell yourself, okay, I'm going to hold on to my faith. And I had to tell somebody earlier, look, I'm not trying to compare our miseries and woes of the past. I try to go through life with the mindset of it is what it is and it's going to be what it's going to be. And she said, oh, no, you'll understand one day. You haven't had blah, 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 blah happen to you. And once again, I'm not trying to argue with you. And this is somebody who's very unhappy in their life right now. And they're used to control, and their life is out of control. And there's no way for them to regain that right now because there's lessons they're needing to learn that they're refusing to learn. And it's hard when you get around people and you start seeing this because you want to help them, but you can't. They have to be sat down. And it's crazy, the situation I'm in right now. It's a manipulator who's, like I said, used to control, and they want so badly to gaslight because they want someone to fight with, but they haven't met someone like me. Like I had to tell the daughter of this person earlier, because she said, I'm gonna tell her this. And her son, the brother, was standing there too. And I said, look, that's going to make it worse. The only thing you can do when someone's trying to set themselves on fire is to step away so you don't get engulfed in their flames. Because when people are angry and they hate life and why me? Like I said, it's time to learn a lesson. You can't go through life and use your looks and manipulate people into paying your bills and putting people down and backhanded compliments and charade like you're a good person. The divine doesn't know words, only energy, actions, transference of energy. It gets to a point where what are you putting out? Are you putting out the low vibing dark particles that are going to drag you into the muck, or are you more like the helium that's going to make you float? It comes down to the simple fact of you're going to get what you're giving. And a lot of people want to deny this and say, oh, I'm cursed. Yeah, you cursed yourself by being an asshole. You have cursed yourself by using people. You have cursed yourself by spreading rumors and lies and trying to destroy people, thinking that it would never come back to you. You've cursed yourself by going, oh, I need an out, and I've lost everything. Like, my looks aren't there anymore. Let me find the friend that has a loving heart and use them. Thing is, though, they don't realize they're building a bridge to help you. If you can maintain your attitude, don't let someone bring you out of character. Don't let someone destroy your loving heart. Don't let someone take you into the darkness and go, this is how we can do this. I don't need your guidance. I have a higher power guiding me. And if you want to mock, belittle, or berate that, oh, good Lord, I want to get out of your surroundings, because everything's about to crumble down around you. And it's sad because I see it coming. I don't know what this entails for me or my daughter at this time, but I see it coming. And when you see someone else's storm, it's like standing on the beach and seeing those waves, and you're like, oh, why the ocean's going out? Because it's about to just like bleh, on top of the city. And that's when we have to pray the most. That's when we have to give our faith and keep hanging on to the fact that I'm genuinely a good-hearted person. I'm not going down with the ship. But maybe I was brought into someone's life to say, here's your karma. I'm not serving it to you. But it's almost like the tag, you're it. You've charaded, paraded, and lied long enough. And you feel like the world is attacking you, but you're the one attacking the world. It's almost like people going into war and going, I don't know why everybody's so miserable and unhappy. I don't know why they keep attacking cities that are killing innocent women, children, and elderly people because they want control and power over the population. It's fear-mongering. But when people are hurt, people are going to try to keep dragging you down, because in order for them to keep feeling like they're a little bit above, they need to keep putting the bodies underneath them. They need something to stand upon, because their own bullshit doesn't work anymore. And they start realizing that, and they grasp onto the one light. Like, oh, I know a lantern. Let me still see in the darkness. But they don't realize that that lantern, it's not going to stick around. It's not something that's going to sit here and go, oh, let me step in the way and save you. You have to be deserving of that. And when you start realizing who people are, separate yourself from them if they do not serve your highest good. Your highest good is that part of you that wants to see the world become a better place. That highest part of you is the one that says, I remember that feeling I had that was warm and fuzzy and there was love. I remember when I felt secure. I can be that security. I can be that in other people's lives and shine light and spread optimism instead of being pessimistic, and then boom, everything bad's happening left and right. And why me? You're not a victim. At some point, it's the cards you have played based off of the hand you were dealt. You remember the cards up the sleeves, the little tricks, the magic? Always want to be the winner. But at some point when you're cheating to be the winner, you become the loser. You become the one that has nothing left and everything is taken away from you. This still always takes me back to Job, even though this is the opposite of what I'm saying right now. Because Job, it's more so me in my situation. I've basically given away everything. I'm at the point where I feel like I'm St. Francis of Assisi, ready to go on some journey to help spread the truth about the divine. You might call that God. You might call that Allah. You might call that whatever every culture has. I know Taoism, Buddhism, all kinds of religions have different names for what they call a higher power. And that's why I simply turned it into the divine. Because at some point, everyone's arguing over something that's insignificant. A name is a name. It's still an energy. It's something that you choose to believe in and something that you tell yourself, it's helped me get this far. I've seen blessings. I have seen things in my life just poof, change overnight, where I went from needing and stressed and worried, and when I surrendered and said, I can't do this alone, I don't know what I need to do anymore. You start seeing the sucky butts, the vampires, the demons, the devils, everything just gone like a fart in the wind. It becomes something that is that saving grace, and it's meant to help you build your story, to keep writing it, to share it with the world. You know, I used to be ashamed of the situation I came out of. Everyone said I was brainwashed, and at that time I was willing to, I'm not that weak. And I've had to learn it's not weakness. It was someone manipulating my love. It was somebody that I thought love conquers all. I didn't understand that could have been the cost of my life. And I had to tell myself, you know who deserves that love? You know who deserves everything other people will not reciprocate back? The only person that matters in my fucking life. Me. Because if I'm not okay, my children are not okay. If I'm not okay, I can't function. I can't take care of the household. If I worry about and let things meander and stay around and just reverberate in my mind, I'm not okay. There's a lot of people that deal with concepts of just giving up. And I'm not talking about surrendering to a higher power. I'm talking about tapping out. I'm done. I can't. I don't know. Because you can keep asking yourself, why? Why did this happen to me? Rather than turn it around and understand the people that are doing it to you have no self-value, no worth. They look to other people to give them a reason to say they're important. Don't seek validation through other people. You will not find it. It will be conditional on how you allow them to feel based off of what you're willing to put back to them. When you pull back from somebody who is combative or aggressive, passive aggressive is even worse, or backhanded compliments, or they'll chew you out and then be like, I'm not mad. Those are gaslighters. These are people that have no self-worth. Like I said, they can't feel good about themselves because they've based their lives on being opportunistic. They want people in their lives to give to them. These are lazy individuals, and they often have such a darkened heart based off of their past because they didn't understand they had to heal. The one thing I've always told my children is, do not hate your dad, because holding on to hate, it's going to destroy you. Your heart gets hard. Your mind can't function. You can't feel. There is no humanity left in life. The darkness succumbs over it, like you succumb to the darkness. Don't have hate for him because he didn't find the strength to fight the inner demons he was dealing with. He didn't know where to start. When you start trying to heal from past trauma, it is a big work. There's practices that come with that you have to allow yourself to step away from society, friends, family, whoever, to be able to hear, because so much is said in the silence. When you can get away from social media, when you can get away from people defining what you should feel, how you should think, where you should go, what you should be doing with your life, you can actually excel and go, now I'm getting to know me. Because nobody can know you better than yourself. I've even had to tell my children their entire life, don't worry about what people think. For one, you may never see them again. Why should they affect the way that you feel about yourself? But also, they don't know you. They don't know what you stand for. They don't know your heart. Why exert energy, especially in a negative manner, based off of somebody's unsolicited opinion? They have the right to their opinion, just like you have the right to be you. When you can start going, we're not really in alignment. Like, this isn't going to work for me. Like I said, whether it be friends, family, lovers, coworkers, whatever it is. I finally told myself, my job is not satisfying in any way. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm tired of being used. I'm tired of being manipulated. I'm tired of feeling exhausted. I'm tired of people not seeing my value even though they use, we'll call it, I want to say the tip because I'm thinking of the waitress, but it's not. When they see the abilities, when they see the magic that actually is there and be like, damn, you can work like 6 people and you don't tire, you don't give out, you don't lash out. I mean, you might once every 6 months, but damn, you good. Like, I'm gonna keep using you. You might talk back a little bit, you might tell the truth, but no one cares. The people you talk to go around like a revolving door. They're in and out. They won't even be here anymore. There's no harm, no foul, no upheaval. But it comes down to where you stay on that karmic wheel and you keep or you go, you know what? I'm worth more. I'm not taking that anymore. Because sometimes you cannot open a new door until you close it, because that's where faith comes in. You have to put your faith on the line. And when you're willing to go, it's down to the last second. It's down to the wire. It's like that basketball rolling around that rim and there's nothing left on the clock. And you're like, will it go in? Is it going to fall out? This is the point that will win the game. You can't second guess it. And definitely don't try to manifest from a low vibrational state, because the only thing you're going to do is create nightmares. I wasn't desperate when I was trying to leave the situation I was in. But the person that I came to help and work together with, they're very desperate. So, once again, they're building a bridge. And it's funny how people do those things for us. They have no intention of helping. They were actually doing it to gain something personally. And it's hard to watch people drown, but don't give up your float in a chaotic storm to say, oh, I'll save you. No, the one person you can always save better be yourself. You're worth it. You're strong. You're intelligent. You deserve it. You deserve to feel love and light when you put it out into the world. Don't let anyone take that away from you. So on that note, I'm just going to say good night, and I will see you again soon.